little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Spartans offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that, Palmer, a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too. And it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor is that they are the dominant team. And it's not even close in this in-state rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better. And a big way in doing that is winning this game.
He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll try to run for it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Spartans will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Snagged out of the air. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I'll tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Pulls and fires complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He's got the tight end, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ojabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Makes the catch. It's Vern. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Punt is in the air. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing...
There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. Finds his big tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. So much for putting your heels on the 10 and not going backwards. He didn't want to just let that go. He grabbed it and took it to the house.
And when you got that kind of ability, I will give you the green light. Absolutely. You just catch it and you just go. He does the rest. 10-yard line, 5-yard line, 1-yard line. When you do that, it's all great.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this throw is incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Spartans decide to punt it away. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but still a good game.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Wolverines will try to convert on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's open on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays.
Tight end trying to get in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They want to finish the season strong after this Week 11 performance. And the extra point makes it 28-0.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they... This time they had the ball. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Fighting off the defender. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
Powers through the defender. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got a chance. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good...
Oh, he's got some space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down. But
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because
they'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Looking deep down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's got it. At the 35, he's open. Turning it on. Touchdown, Wolverines. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Chunked it away just as he was hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Reels it in down the left side. Open spaces. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sparty.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Michigan State will play 7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
Got a man. It's Jones. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Man, this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
Then on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. And as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
The Wolverines will go for it here on fourth down. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete to the right. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Michigan State.
And the field goal unit is on the field. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Michigan offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Tight end now in motion.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard 28-yard line.
For the offense.
Quarterback making adjustments. Running back searching for a hole.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. Across the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give on the option. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. And the Spartans are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intent.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll give it to the back. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Got the quick pass. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Jones. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep...
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a take.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, show what's inside your chest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Gentry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
The play action fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
Times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Spartans! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
Number 19, set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your...
He's loose down the left side. Oh, he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Touchdown, Michigan State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Caught behind the line. It's Kennedy. Touchdown, Sparty. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Sparty has stretched out this lead, guys, and they can almost taste showing off that Paul Bunyan trophy.
And imagine the Spartan fans right now just going bananas. Go green, go white. Talking about Michigan all year long. They win so many games. Poor old Michigan State. And what are they doing? Taking care of business.
Yeah, no doubt. They're the school here in state that's usually playing with a chip on their shoulder. They don't recruit as well as Michigan. Michigan's had more success in conference play in recent years, but Michigan State showed up. They look like the big brother in this game.
From the gun, the ground game. And some room to work. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks the tackle.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides to back and leads it. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the 2nd half to get back in this game?
Catch and stride inside the 15. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Trying to bull his way in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. On that last drive, Jesse, they had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up your whole offense at your disposal.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking the shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Man, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
He lost one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Spartans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Unleashes one. Complete downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Spartans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On the snap, it's Gentry. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming.
Hey, 27, John.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the...
Snags it on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. Offense gets set for second down. Now the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll take another shot here. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.